But was it cherry or currant? Oh, please, it was clearly blackberry with a hint of mischief. I think we need another glass to decide.
Wine has a problem. It is full of sentences people say because the sentences sound smart.
Correct. Wine culture confuses repeated phrases with understanding.
So let's kill 5 of them.
Happily.
Great wine comes from great soil.
Incomplete.
Old vines automatically make better wine.
Romantic nonsense.
Expensive wine means better wine.
Usually branding plus scarcity plus psychology.
You can taste rocks in wine.
No. Stop licking the vineyard with your imagination.
Grape plus location equals the wine.
Missing the most manipulative person in the room.
Good. Let's do damage. Wine people love soil because soil sounds profound. Limestone, schist, volcanic ash. Say it slowly enough and everybody nods.
Because geology gives people something concrete to worship.
And to be fair, soil matters.
Of course it does. Drainage matters, water retention matters, nutrient balance matters, vigor matters. But wine people often make the mistake of treating soil like the main engine.
When the main engine is often climate.
Exactly. Climate is usually the gating variable. It decides whether a grape can ripen to balance at all. Soil refines expression inside that possibility.
So the cleaner version is not soil is fake.
No, the cleaner version is soil shapes, climate decides.
Which also explains why some perfect-looking sites still make disappointing wine.
Yes, perfect dirt does not rescue a bad climatic fit.
Old vines may be the most romantic phrase in wine.
Which is exactly why people should mistrust it.
The fantasy is simple. Old vine equals wisdom, depth, complexity, magic.
Sometimes, not automatically.
Right. Old vines can be amazing.
They can also be diseased, unbalanced, poorly planted, badly farmed, low-yielding in unhelpful ways, or simply surviving on reputation.
That is brutal.
It is also accurate. There is no automatic law of vine age that turns grapes into greatness.
So what actually matters?
Site, farming, balance, health, yield, in context. Whether the vineyard is being understood, not worshipped.
So old vines are not fake. They are just not a cheat code.
Better.
This one may upset people who built their personality around heavy bottles.
Price measures many things. Quality is only one of them.
Prestige, scarcity, packaging, reputation, distribution theater.
And luxury signaling, which is a very different category from pleasure.
Blind tasting is where this gets awkward.
Yes, because once you remove the label, expensive wine stops winning as consistently as people want it to.
Meaning the brain was drinking the story too.
Precisely. Price can reflect ambition, rarity, and sometimes real quality. But it is not a clean predictor of what you will enjoy.
So if someone says this bottle costs $300, therefore it is better,
what they usually mean is, it costs $300.
This is my favorite because it sounds so poetic.
It is poetic. It is also usually nonsense.
People say chalky, flinty, stony, saline, mineral.
They are describing a perception, usually not literal geology flavor transfer.
Meaning I am not drinking liquefied limestone.
Correct. You are not tasting pebbles. You are tasting structure, acidity, restraint, and sometimes sulfur-derived notes that your brain translates into mineral language.
So minerality is real as an experience.
Yes, but the cartoon explanation is wrong.
And terroir still survives this.
Easily. Sight matters through vine physiology, water behavior, ripening, acid retention, and aroma development. That is real. The direct rock in the glass fantasy is the part that needs to die.
This one sounds sophisticated because it sounds humble. Let the place speak.
Places do not ferment themselves.
Same grape, same place, two different producers, and suddenly the wines barely resemble each other.
Because picking date matters, extraction matters, fermentation temperature matters, vessel matters, oak matters, sulfur regime matters, lees contact matters. The so-called neutral decisions are not neutral.
Which means the winemaker is not just documenting the site.
The winemaker is editing it, amplifying it, softening it, framing it, and sometimes completely overpowering it.
So the cleaner formula is not grape plus place equals wine.
No, it is grape plus place plus decisions.
Or more brutally, the winemaker writes the recipe.
That line I will allow.
So what is the big takeaway?
Most wine truths are not truths. They are shortcuts.
Tiny little verbal hacks people use so they can sound like they understand wine.
Exactly. And shortcuts are fine until people start mistaking them for explanations.
So keep the interesting part, lose the fake certainty.
Soil matters. Age can matter. Price can matter. Place matters deeply.
But none of them get to explain the whole wine by themselves.
That is the part worth remembering.
Just right.